everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is husbands that want you to pay 50-50. They want you to pay your 50. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I did pull a short video. Let's watch this video, and then we have a letter. I'm going to read this letter and dive right into this issue. Husbands that want you to pay your 50%. Here we go.
I had a conversation with someone, and they shared with me that a friend of theirs told them that they were going to get married to somebody, and the person told them that when we get married, we're going to pay 50-50 on the bills. You pay half and I pay half. And I'm like, why get married and just have a roommate? You want a roommate? You want somebody to help you pay the bills. Get a roommate. That's not a marriage. That's a business arrangement. And the man was asking the woman to pay 50% of the bills. And I'm like, what? Is it? Now, don't get me wrong. If a man and a woman come together and they say, look, this is what we want to do, we want to put our money together and we're just going to put it in the pot and we just pay the bills. It's whatever the arrangement is. But I'm a little old school. I think the man is supposed to pay the bills, at least the mortgage, lease, whatever it is, the cars, or, the main stuff, the basic bills. The man should pay that.
All right, let's dive into this letter. She says, I wanted to share my journey with spirituality and manifesting, which has helped me bring many things into my life, including a house, car, and my husband. When I manifested my ideal partner, I was specific about his qualities: successful, romantic, supportive, proud of me, intelligent, kind, and unconditionally loving. He embodies all these, but I missed one important detail. I didn't wish for him to be generous. We've been together for nearly 6 years, and 4 years ago, he secured a high-paying job that he'd asked me to pray for, promising it would mean more travel together. Yet, whenever he booked vacations, he expected me to repay him for my portion, which was financially challenging since he wanted to travel often. Wow. Your husband wants you to pay for your portion when you travel? Something started off wrong here. Sometimes he went on trips alone, describing them as business when I knew otherwise. Recently, he asked for my support as he interviewed for an even better paying role, which he got. I told him I'd appreciate him covering our main holiday, our annual wedding celebration on a tropical island. He agreed, but has already taken a solo vacation, saying I could join him next time if I can afford it. This some junk. This some junk right here. You understand? I don't understand how your husband is fixing himself to ask you to pay to go on a vacation with him. I don't get it. Unless you started him off like this. And that's what it looks like. You started off paying 50-50, and that was the deal that you said okay to. So now you're stuck in it. He dreams of us going on cruises in retirement. But given his pattern, I'm afraid I may be left behind. Despite my own financial independence, I have an office job in a bank, half of our house, my own car, apartment in another country. I have financial challenges to keep up with those many trips and had hoped he'd share more with me as he earns triple than me and as our relationship grew as well. I have financial challenges to keep up with, and I'd hoped he'd share more with me as he earns triple than me and as our relationship grew as well. He's thoughtful in other ways, often treating me to dinners, gifts, and quality time when he's not traveling. But his stinginess on trips leaves me feeling disappointed and somewhat alone. I can understand that. I'm beginning to wonder if he might be somewhat narcissistic, focused on his own wants without emphasizing with how his absence affects me. He's just selfish. That's what it sounds like, that he is just downright selfish. Although I've considered to manifest someone else, I wonder I might not find someone with his good qualities again. His loving, supportive, and we've had a strong bond. I'm hesitant about dating new people, as I value stability and fear the cycle of endless beginnings. I don't blame you on that. You know, he meets all of the other qualifications, but when it comes to trips, there's an issue. What do you think of this dynamic from the outside perspective? Sometimes I wonder if, like a fish, I can't see the water I'm swimming in. Or maybe I shall focus on manifesting him as generous. That's an idea. That's an idea. You can. You know what? A few things came into my mind that maybe will help you in your situation. Okay. You say that he takes you out and all of that. Does he set aside some monies that he gives you? Does he, like every time he gets paid or whatever, does he share some of that with you? Does he give you money? Although you have your money, or is your money and his money his money? You know, in some marriages, it's like that because you go into the marriage like that, accepting that, accepting you pay for yours and he paid for his. You should have nipped that in the bud in the beginning, 6 years ago. But now here you are. Now, the reason I'm asking you if he gives you money, on occasion or whatever, just a little pile of money just for you to do whatever you want to do with it, you should stash that. You should make yourself a stash, put that away, and then when he gets funny on the trips, then you grab that money. It's money that he's giving you. Use that money for the trip. You can do that. Or you can confront him about it. I don't know if you're going to get a good response. He'll probably fight you about it in the beginning because change is tough for some people. Some people, they don't want change. Change is hard. And it would be hard for him to start paying for these trips when he's used to you coughing up your hair. Okay? Now you say he takes you out for dinners and all that. Does he require you to pay then? No? Well, I don't understand what it is about going on a vacation if he pays for everything else. It's something that's not really connecting here. Okay? And you say he's not generous. Well, if he's paying for everything else and then just has a problem with the vacation part, he is generous, but it's something about you going on the vacation. I don't know if he puts that to you because maybe he didn't want you to go. Maybe that's why he throws that at you, saying, you're going to have to pay your hair. Maybe he does that because he really doesn't want you to go. He has more fun by himself. You have to look at that too. You see, I don't understand why he would pay for everything else, But then when it's time for the vacation, now he's got an issue with it. Okay? Listen, ladies, when you have an issue like this, it's best to sit down and talk to him about it in plain English and see what he comes up with. If he's unwilling to budge on that, well then, maybe you'll look at something else. When you go along with him on the vacation, you have to pay for your part, so why go with him? Maybe you'll go with a girlfriend where you'll be paying your half anyway. You don't have to be bothered with him. You understand? Because it sounds like in the letter that you really want to stay with him. That's what it sounds like. And if this is your only gripe about vacations, go on vacations with someone else. Do you have children? You can go on vacation with them. Or do you have another friend? You go on the vacation with her or whatever. Just don't bother him about his vacations. Because honestly, if he's not willing to pay for you to come on the vacation, to me, it means he doesn't care if you come or not. Any man who wants his wife along with him when he goes on vacations, he's going to make sure he's going to buy the tickets and make sure she's coming with him and she's happy to come with him. He's not going to ask her to pay for her half. No. Men do that because you're on your own when you go with him. You're not going together. You're on your own. You pay your half and he pays his half. You understand? And it's the same thing if you're living together. If you're paying your half and he's paying his half, you're just roommates. Just roommates. He is not committed to you, to support you, to take care of you. He doesn't want that commitment. You understand? But you say your husband pays for everything else except the vacation. And it leads me to believe that he really doesn't want you to go on the vacation. He has more fun by himself. Or whoever he's meeting on the vacations or whatever. Okay? That's my take on it. He doesn't care if you go or not. And I hope that you understand that, because this will save you a lot of heartbreak and concern. If you are happy with this man, otherwise, then, let the vacation part go. Okay? Let him go on off to his vacations by himself. And you take your own vacation. Find yourself a girlfriend or a relative or whatever, and you go on your vacations and let him go on his. You see, many times when couples want to stay together, they have to bend a little bit, because if you have not set your parameters in the very beginning of these situations and relationships, it's difficult to change down the line when you've done it for so many years. Now all of a sudden now you want to change. People will buck against change. Change is not easy for everybody. Everybody's not willing to change. Okay? So it's really up to you. It's really up to you. And yeah, I agree with you. Not to go out and try to manifest another man if this man meets all of the qualifications for you except the vacation part. Now, if he's not generous, period, now that's another issue. If you got to pay 50-50 for everything, that is another issue. Then you are just roommates together. That's what your whole relationship is. You just two roommates. You pay yours, he pays his. If that is your situation. Okay? But if he pays everything else and the problem is just the vacation, I think you can work it out. Talk to him about it. see where his head is, and if you are happy with this man, otherwise, then let the vacation part go. Take your own vacation. Let him take his vacation. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. And don't forget these caps. They are available in my online store, and you'll find the link in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best and happiness, and I really hope to see you next time.